So what we're going to have a look at in this video is how to check the tech log. So on opening the tech log, you should find it open. You'll have the what we call the authorization sheet. So you can see there's the previous flight in. So the first thing we want to check is that there's no defects are showing in the defects boxes at the bottom here. We'll go into later about when you would record anything there. So there should be nothing in there. If there is, it should have been cleared and rectified. Next we want to check is when the next service is due. So there's a date and an hours thing. So we have a countdown timer, if you like, on the hours that works through our Open Flyers system. So we can see here we've got 25 hours 30 left on the aeroplane, and the next service is due. On this one it says the 31st of the 11th 2020. So where do we get this information? So this information comes firstly for the hours from Open Flyers for after the previous flight has been put in, where the little red box on the left is there. And then on the certificate of release to service, it comes from the date comes from there, which is the 7th of September 24 on the sheet. But the reason the dates don't tally up is because we've changed engineering company since I originally made this video. So I've just updated the certificate of release to service. So it's the ones that you'll find in the tech log. So those dates and those hours should tally with the tech log. Next thing we'd look at is we should be able to see there the recording of how much fuel's in the aircraft. That's previous pilot should have left that. So that's the basic authorization sheet. Next sheet that we've got in the aircraft are the pink sheets. These are the limitation sheets. So basically, these sheets will have anything that changes the way we operate the aircraft, anything significant that you need to know about. And as I said, defects that limit the use of the aircraft operation. So in this case, we've got the nav lights in op, so the aircraft is not cleared for night flight. And the important thing is that with this, it's only an engineer, an authorized club person that can put something in there. The other thing with it as well is that it has to be within the minimum equipment list, which is in the part in the ops manual, and there's also one in the aircraft in the documents folder, which looks a little bit like that. So the next one we have is the non-airworthiness defects. These are the green sheets. So this is just basically little bits of maybe trim or things that don't affect the way you operate the aircraft. See, in this case, I've put trim around the left-hand window broken. Things with these, it has no operational effect. It can be entered by the pilot, but you must inform the engineering officer, as it says at the bottom of the sheets, that we're aware of it and it's logged for a rectification. So once we're happy with the contents, we would then just put our flight in. So the A check, that's I often see people signing that every flight. That's just the first flight of the day. That's part of the aircraft's scheduled servicing, and that needs to be signed for. The date, fill out all these sectors. If you're going to land away, fill out the subsequent sectors. So in this case, the aircraft's going out to Wellesbourne and back. So fill in the 2 sectors there before you get airborne. The authorization, either if you're self-authoring, you just initial it yourself. If you've been authorized by an instructor, if you've got less than 50 hours P1, you put the initials of the authorizing instructor in there. So that's us happy and away. So we've done our flight and we come back. First thing we do is complete Open Flyers. If you haven't already seen the instructional videos for that, have a little look at those. And then any minor defects, always record. We can record that in the Open Flyers defect box, and also drop a text to Russ, our engineering officer. And you can also add those to the green sheets as well. There's no issue with that whatsoever. So back to our auth sheet then. Any major defects, say you'd had something like a tyre burst or an oil leak, something that's going to ground the aircraft, you put that in there, and also again make sure you tell us. No defects, you just sign there, or put the number of defects that you've raised at the bottom there. Enter how much fuel's remaining in the aircraft. That's a requirement that we do need to have that recorded. and then enter the hours from open flyers. And yeah, so this is a sheet that's in the quick tech log user guide, which basically goes through that, and that's in the front of all the tech logs. Thank you.